Occasionally, the school would get a distinguished visitor, a bird of bright plumage alighting for a short while, a governor's wife, a white mustached admiral, or a lady in grey silks claiming relationship with the family at Buckingham Palace. So occasionally, the school used to have a distinguished visitor. Now, look at the description, how this visitor is described. These visitors are described as a bird of bright plumage. Plumage means feathers, alighting for a short while. So these, they are described as a bird with a bright feathers. They came here for a short visit. Usually, they used to be a governor's wife or a white mustached admiral or a lady in grey silks claiming relationship with the family at Buckingham Palace. The family that stays in Buckingham Palace is the family of the Queen of England, or the King of England. I don't know how Our Lady Principal, whom we call Madam, managed to lure such august personages in. Ours was not a big school. Perhaps it was because we sang the national anthem, Rule Britannia, louder than the others. In the morning, while Madam sat at the grand piano on which stood the tinted photograph of the British royal family, and we raised our voices in song, singing, "Britons never shall the Britons never shall be slaves." Even the postman slowed his walk to listen. King George VI, God save his soul, used to wink at us from the gilt frame as though he knew that British were singing in India their swan song. I don't know how Our Lady Principal, whom we called Madam, managed to lure such august personages in. Ours was not a big school. Now, in this paragraph, Kamala Das is wondering how did the principal, the lady principal, whom they all addressed as Madam, would attract or attempt to get august personages, means respectable people, to come and visit the school, because their school was not a big school. Perhaps it was because we sang the national anthem, Rule Britannia, louder than the others. Now, Kamala Das is wondering, maybe because the school was not a big one, in spite of that, respectable people came. She is wondering whether it was because they sang the national anthem, Rule Britannia. Rule Britannia is the national anthem of Britishers. Because they sang it louder than the others, Kamala Das is wondering maybe that was the reason why respectable people came to visit their school. In the morning, while Madam sat at a grand piano on which stood the tinted photograph of the British royal family, and we raised our voices in song, singing, "Britons never shall be slaves." Even the postman slowed his walk to listen. They used to sing the national anthem, Rule Britannia, louder. So in the morning, the madam here means the principal, the lady principal. She used to sit at the grand piano, and on that piano was a tinted photograph of the British royal family. Tinted is colored glass. So that colored glass photograph of British family was on that piano, and the children used to sing the song, the national anthem, Rule Britannia, with their raised voices. They used to sing, Britons never shall be slaves. So this is one of the line of the poem, Britons never shall be slaves. So Britain were never slaves, but they made many people around the world as their slaves. Now, this is very wrong. Now, when they used to sing the song very loudly, even the postman walking by used to stop, used to slow down, and used to listen to the song sung by the children. King George VI. So back then, when Kamala Das was studying in the school, King George was the King of England. Now, Queen Elizabeth is the Queen of England. She is a ruler of England in the present time. King George was then the ruler of England. The sixth, God save his soul. Soul. That's how. Now here the sentence is used. The God save his soul is used in a satirical way. Used to wink at us from the glit frame, from the glit frame, as though he knew the British were singing in India their swan song. So when they used to sing this song, there was a picture of George the Sixth, and this picture used to wink at Kamala Das and others, as if the king knew that Britishers were almost singing their swan song. Swan song means last song, because when Kamala Das was studying in school, Britishers were almost at the end of their rule. So their rule was almost coming to an end. So Kamala Das is wondering maybe that is the reason why George King was winking at them, because he knew that Britishers were coming to the British rule in India was coming to an end. Shirley Temple was a rage then with her golden ringlets and her toothy smile. All the little girls copied her. Our school hung a picture on the wall behind the piano. We had in my class another Shirley, a Scot with pink cheeks and yellow ringlets. When the dignitaries arrived, it was always Shirley who carried up the bouquet. Now, in this paragraph, we come across the name Shirley Temple. Shirley Temple was adored, especially during the 1930s and 1940s, because of the looks of Shirley Temple. Uh, Now, let me show you the picture of Shirley Temple. Now, this is the picture. On the screen, you're seeing the picture of Shirley Temple. Now, this had become a standard of beauty for all the children, especially the westernized, anglicized society back then. Now, this child was considered as the incarnation of beauty. So, the standard of beauty was Shirley was the standard of beauty. With this girl, they judged the other children. So that was a very bad precedent that was set during that time. Not just in India, we come across example or the we come across the reference of um, Shirley Temple even in the literature, on the literary works of Black American people. We come across reference of Shirley Temple even in the novel The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. Toni Morrison is one of the greatest Black women writers. So even in her novel, she mentions that how Shirley Temple was considered as the standard of beauty. Now this is a picture of Shirley Temple, and by the even this even during the time of Kamala Das, Shirley Temple was considered as the standard of beauty, and everybody was spoken in comparison with Shirley Temple. Again, there is another picture of Shirley Temple. This is a picture of Shirley Temple. Shirley Temple was a rage then, with her golden ringlets and her toothy smile. Now we have seen the picture. So back then she was a rage. She had become a fashion. So everybody copied Shirley Temple, and she had golden ringlets. Ringlets means curly hair falling on the forehead. That is called ringlet, and her toothy smile. She was adored. Everybody wanted to follow Shirley Temple. All the little girls copied her. Our school hung her picture on the wall behind the piano. Look at her, how the place that is given to Shirley Temple. She was adored. Even the picture was hung in the school of uh, Kamala Das. The picture was on the wall behind the piano. We had in my class another Shirley. So there was another Shirley. Shirley, in the sense, there was a girl who was considered as very beautiful. She was a Scot with pink cheeks and yellow ringlets. Now, this girl was of Scot. She was from Scotland. She had pink cheeks and yellow ringlets. When the dignitaries arrived, it was always Shirley who carried up the bouquet. So, whenever dignitaries visited the school campus, it was Shelley who always gave the flowers or the bouquet. Why? Because she was considered as beautiful. Now, clearly, this is discrimination. Once she was asked to read a poem that I had composed, and when the visitor asked who wrote it, our principal said, Shirley, of course. She is a combination of beauty and brains. And then there was from the governor's wife a special kiss. What a bright little moppet, she said. Now, look at the discriminatory behavior that existed, the discrimination that Kamala Das had to face during her school time. Once she was asked to read a poem that I had composed. So once the Shirley of Kamala Das school, that Scottish girl, she was asked to read the poem, but this poem was written by Kamala Das. The visitor had come, so they had the Scottish girl was asked to read the poem. When the visitor asked who wrote it, our principal said, Shirley, of course. So when the visitor asked, the principal said it was Shirley who had written. Principal could have told that Scottish girl was simply reading the poem. In fact, the poem was written by Kamala Das, but the principal chose to credit Scottish girl as the writer of the poem. She said, Shirley, of course, she is a combination of beauty and brains. And then there was from the governor's wife a special kiss. Now, when the principal describes Shirley as a combination of beauty and brains, the governor's wife, who was the visitor, was so impressed that she planted a kiss. She gave a special kiss to this Scottish girl. Now, this kiss should have been to Kamala Das, because it was Kamala Das who had written this poem. It was Kamala Das's talent, not Shirley. Only because Kamala Das was of dark complexion, because of she was Indian, not British or Scot, she had to go through this discrimination. What a bright Muppet, she said. Muppet in Kannada roughly translates to Puttamari. So governor's wife was impressed. She was appreciated, and she was also given a special kiss. When the visitors came, the brown children were always discreetly hidden away, swept under the carpet, told to wait in the corridor behind the lavatories, where the school ayahs kept them company. None of us looked too pretty in those days. There were 6 in all, counting Louis the Black Anglo-Indian, who would not make up his mind which side to take. If we were hated by the white children, poor Louis was hated more, but he followed them about, clowning to put them in good humor, barking like a dog and braying like an ass. When the visitors visited the school campus, the brown children were always hidden away. They were not brought into the sight of the visitors because they were embarrassed to show that the brown children were studying in their school. They were hesitant to the school authorities were hesitant to show these children. Now, this is also racial discrimination, and these children were made to wait in the corridor behind the lavatories where the school ayahs used to stand there. So they were treated on par with the school ayahs, where the school ayahs kept them company. None of us looked too pretty in those days. So whenever there used to be visitors, all these brown children were not allowed to come in the sight of the visitors. They were made to stand behind the lavatories where the school ayahs used to stay, or they used to give them company there. None of us looked too pretty in those days. There were 6 in all, counting Louis the Black Anglo-Indian, who would not make up his mind which side to take. Now, there were 6 people who were discriminated. including Louis the Black Anglo-Indian. We have seen in the previous paragraphs that Anglo-Indians always took the cause of the white children. But there was one Anglo-Indian who was of dark complexion. That was Louis. But Louis had this confusion because the whole system of discrimination was based on the color. And the color of the Louis was black. He was of dark complexion. Now, because of this, he was in two minds. He did not know who to support. Most of the Anglo-Indians, because they were of fair complexion, they supported the white children. But Louis was confused. He did not know which side to take. If we were hated by the white children, poor Louis was hated more. But he followed them about, clowning to put them in good humor, barking like a dog and braying like an ass. Now, um, obviously, brown children were hated by the white children, but the white children hated Louis even more than the brown children. But in spite of that, in spite of such treatment, Louis used to try to follow the white children. He used to clown them. Clown means joker. He used to clowning to put them in good humor. He used to amuse them. He used to make them laugh. He used to bark like a dog and bray like an ass. Ass means donkey. So he used to braying is the sound of the sound which donkey produces. So he used to bark like a donkey, and he used to produce sound like he used to make sound like an donkey, like a donkey. So he used to still, in spite of being ill-treated by the white children, he still wanted the company of white children. Now, with this, we come to the end of the lesson. And in this lesson, we clearly see the problem of discrimination based on color, that is racial discrimination. And this discrimination clearly is not just in public life, but it is also in private life. It is present among the adults as well as the children. That horrific aspect of our human society is brought to light by Kamala Das. With this, I end this lesson. Thank you.